Okay, so a question that comes up, I think, for many females is okay, is spending money on a makeup artist worth it? Because it's not cheap, and there's like a lot of things, a lot of expenses that come up that are, I think, pretty uniquely female expenses. I mean, all the things that we do to feel lovely and beautiful. And getting your makeup done isn't always it. I mean, maybe if you're in a wedding, I think that's pretty much the only time for the majority of women that it ever is even considered. But here's what I want you to think about. So I had my makeup and hair done, and I love it. And I got so many nice compliments. It is now over a day old, that I wouldn't recommend. But regardless, I loved it. I could just sit, relax, unwind, and enjoy the process. It is not exactly the same as having somebody like wash your hair, which we all know is like heaven on earth. But it is a similar, luxurious, I'm not going to say it's going to make you drool. Like when someone washes my hair, I'm like, oh, I turn into like a noodle. But it is similarly like, oh, you have that moment where it's just kind of like melty. Just like, oh, this is so great, so luxurious. So I am saying, I think there at any season in female life, I mean, for most that I've ever met, haven't met every woman, but for the majority, there are times where you just feel kind of like a troll. And you're thinking to yourself, dang, this is the face that I have. Or, this is what I've got to work with. That is unfortunate. So, I am urging you to consider having someone do your hair and makeup. Now, why I say that now, does it have to be for a wedding? No. In fact, I would urge you to have it for no other reason than to just see yourself as lovely or a beautiful version of yourself. It's kind of like prom, like you see everyone has taken time to really like the fairy godmother came to everyone's home and just ba ba ba. And as adults, I don't think many of us take like that amount of time and effort to like bring a fairy godmother, and then we're all beautified. And sometimes as life goes on and things are hard and it is a struggle, it is really difficult to even call a fairy godmother or care or go, oh, I do. What I used to think was great, this kind of sucks. Whatever. But by having someone from the outside come in and kind of showcase your natural beauty and your natural attributes, I think that you'll kind of like rediscover like, oh my gosh, I love my eyes, or I love my eyebrows, or I love my nose, or I didn't know I could look and feel like this again. And the feedback that you get is also just like so nice. So the airport this morning, I had 3 people ask if I was a supermodel. I mean, I wasn't eating chips, but I mean, looks like I could have been eating chips with my, sweatshirt on and whatever. And how nice. You're like, oh my gosh, I want to be this person's best friend now because they just asked if I was a supermodel. I love you. So I'm saying it is worth the investment. It is worth looking into, even if it's for no other reason than to rediscover like special parts about you and rediscovering like, oh, yeah. Okay, those models on TV or celebrities, they have a lot of assistants. Yes, they're attractive people, but so are you. They've got professionals. Talk to a pro. Hair and makeup, just hair, whatever, to just, get things together. It is well worth it. Even if it is once every 5 years or whatever, does not have to be for a special event, does not have to be for anybody else, but for you, because I guarantee it is so worth it. It's like, oh my gosh, I feel so fancy. Do it. Now, a couple things I should caution you on. Have an idea of what you want to look like. Now, who you want to look like. I'm never going to look like J-Lo. It's never going to happen. Never going to look like Beyonce. Also, never going to happen. There's a long line of list of things that will never happen. And that's okay. But if you can express an idea, they'll have a better idea. Like, I really like for me, I ask, I really like the old Hollywood starlet look. Hair, makeup, I want it to be really feminine and like kind of like in the pinks, see? And not real sparkly, like not a lot of like glitter. Maybe you love glitter, it's fine. But have an idea to describe to someone else what you're looking for, because that's where I see it like go crazy. If you're not sure how to communicate what you're looking for, it is hard to offer and deliver the product that you desire. So a tip for success, even with professionals, is please be able to show a picture, an idea of not who you want to look like. The goal is to still look like you. You are uniquely and wonderfully made. But to really have a grasp on the overall vibe. I want to look super glam. Or I really want to have like the winged eyeliner. Or I really want the smoky eye. Or I want really bright lips. Or whatever it is, it's totally fine. Or maybe you want to do some of those, like that avant-garde makeup that's got like amazing, like bright, vibrant colors and it's so artistic or cool. That's awesome. Do it. Do it. Be fabulous. Visual aids are good. Help is good. And you can ask them throughout the way, like, okay, ask them questions. They're the masters at this. Like, how do you do this? Oh, I really like how this turned out. How did you accomplish that? Watch in the mirror. I think you'll find some very helpful tips and tricks. It's a very good investment. It feels like an investment. But again, so worth it. So worth it. Amazing. So look into it. Check it out. Look for a pro. Some places that I go are like Thumbtack to see places in, the region I'm in when I'm traveling. I don't get to do it very often, but when I do, it just feels amazing. And I think that you'll be happy with the result too. Let me know how it goes. It's going to be great. It's going to be great.